Is there another Tony on the way? Is there another Italian, a young Italian rider? Does the sport look healthy for Italy?
Dice, c'è sta dopo Tony qualche pilota giovane, è un po' critica la situazione per adesso.
Penso che un altro Tony non c'è, sarà difficile che arriverà, o perlomeno passeranno tanti anni.
This is my first World Championship bike, and it's a Yamaha 2004 250. We were not factory Yamaha, so all the bike and all the work and all the setup has been done in Rome by the team De Carli. So it was actually a very special year for me to get a title. We arrived at the 2009 bike, the Yamaha 450, my first year on a 450.
He's certainly quicker through here than everybody else so far. Antonio Cairoli on the gas, makes no mistake about passing Commander South.
We made it happen and we got the mxgp title at the first try, and so this is also for me a very special bike.
I'm happy, I don't know what to say.
On that year we had the news, from Yamaha. At one point they say, no, okay, sorry, but we don't have a ride for you for next year. KTM came to me and say, okay, you can ride for us if you want. But I say, okay, I don't want to go to a different team, so you need to take all the package. You need to also take the Carli with the KTM. We had the chance to put Claudio also on the team and everybody, and it was the best choice because we come with a new project in 2010. Everybody was really not sure, but me and the Carli were very sure about this idea to ride on a 450 class with the 350 KTM.
Some orange machinery up front, we're getting numbers. Antonio Cairoli, Red Bull Factory Racing KTM in the lead.
Cairoli looking really strong. He is problem-free and pulling away.
Antonio Cairoli winning it.
We win 5 years in a row, the mxgp title, which is a really unbelievable thing.
Tony è speciale perché lui trova sempre una motivazione e stupisce non solo le persone che non sono vicine a lui, ma anche molto di più le persone che lo vedono già al di fuori.
For 2015 we decided to move to the 450 KTM, but unfortunately I get injury both years.
Cairoli catches a horrible kicker, and that's going to hurt in the morning as well.
Tony è durato tanto nel tempo, ha vinto tante manche, tanti GP, perché ha dato sempre quello che serviva dare per poter vincere, non di più. E quindi ci ha avuto sempre una riserva.
So this is the most recent one right here.
This is the 2017 450 SXF, my championship bike. For me it's one of the nicest bike I ever rode.
He's going to jump to the inside, no matter what happens. Cairoli gets second. That's going to be good enough for the Grand Prix. He just needs to keep it there. Cairoli is world champion for a ninth time. I wonder if that is the most important world title for him after being written off the last 2 years.
You're running out of room here.
Yeah, I have a couple of rooms. I can make it more. I can pack them a little bit, to have more rooms. But yeah, I really enjoy still riding, so we'll see if we can get some more titles and we can make room, or we live like this.
In the Premier MXGP class, where riders compete on 450cc motorcycles, at the start of the 2019 Motocross World Championship, many believed that Antonio Cairoli would clinch a record-tying 10th World Championship. But a crash at round 9 left him with a dislocated shoulder in need of surgery.
And Cairoli picks himself up, and he's banged his shoulder. He is not going to rejoin the race.
Defending champion Jeffrey Herlings started 2019 with a shattered foot, and after 5 months of physical therapy, won in his second GP after returning, but re-broke his foot in the process.
This was what happened to Herlings on the sighting lap. Another blow for Jeffrey Herlings.
I was driving in the rental car because I took the same evening and flight back home. I was sitting next to Ruben and I was like, dude, I don't want to race anymore if it has to be like this. I didn't feel like I wanted to quit, really retire, but I was like, for this year, I don't want to race, just want to heal up. But then 2 weeks after surgery, I was like, oh yeah, I want to go back running, So things changed quickly.
Tom Vial, fantastic ride for him. Got into second early on and stayed there. He is going to be pumped with that as well.
In the MX2 class, where riders compete on smaller 250cc motorcycles, incoming rookie Tom Vial shocked the industry with 7 podium finishes and was top 5 in the championship for most of the year.
There's absolutely nothing in it now. The final 2 laps of the race here. Olsen knows that Prado's been coming. Prado is going to find a way through at the bottom of the hill here. Olsen gets ran wide. Perfect timing for Prado. Prado wins here.
Defending MX2 world champion Jorge Prado is on the verge of clinching his 2nd straight world title, transitioning to the premier mxgp class and the larger 450cc motorcycle, as well as expanding his responsibility and social life off the racetrack.
I started in this sport very young, and I'm getting to the mxgp class very quick. Yeah, now you start looking to your contracts that a few years ago I didn't even know, I was just riding. You need to become more like a man now.
It's like a taxi driver. You need to drive to the gym, bring to the motocross track, drive to the supermarket. So it's like driving every time, all the day. It's like a real taxi driver. Also, it's a lot of fun to live together and to share so many experiences and so many nice, sometimes also difficult things. It's really great. This is integral rice. Use the Spanish style, with always with olive oil. And if you are from Spain, always jamón.
So we have a special guest tonight.
Yes.
Better be a nice meal, Jesus.
Yeah, I need to make it good tonight because it's a special night for us. Y entonces, según ves la situación, decides si te operan o no te operan.
Ya.
She was working as a
Sport journalist.
Yeah, sport journalist, and then like many other just congratulate me. Hey, congrats for your world title and stuff. So we kept talking, and then after Nations, I came back to Madrid, and I said, yeah, I go a lot. I'm a lot in Madrid, but it's not true because I'm never in Madrid. But you know, if I maybe could say that I go there a lot, then maybe she feels like, maybe we can see each other, so it's a good option, you know?
I feel really happy for him because I see every day very, very happy, and that's the most important thing for me. When I see Jorge happy, I'm happy too. Another side is when you see your son growing really quick, you feel really scared.
Taking place over the course of 7 months and consisting of 18 rounds in 15 countries, Prado entered the 2019 MX2 World Championship as the clear-cut favorite to win for a 2nd straight year. But for the past 15 years, only 2 riders have won the MX2 Championship back-to-back, and no other rider in history has won 2 before the age of 19.
Again, Prado looked like it was he who grabbed the foxhole shot. Prado looking immaculate at the moment as he continues to lean on his Red Bull KTM. And the Spaniard makes him win number 15.
This year, I think I was a bit better than my competitors, and I was one step higher. But even if you're a bit better, you still need to do it. Like at the end of the day, you need to be at the podium, you need to deliver the results to get at the end of the championship the number 1 place. So every time I went riding, I knew I had to do something, deliver some results.
Prado has got to be committed here, and he is. Side by side, Randy outside, Prado back on the gas, back in the lead. Prado all day long, foxhole shot number 18 in the book. The form that this kid is showing is absolutely impressive.
It was a season that I was pretty much fighting with myself, because if I made a mistake, then that could cost me the championship, and it's very difficult to keep the concentration for so many races.
It's the MXGP of Sweden here at Uddevalla. Here is Jorge Prado, one hand on a second MX2 title. Prado quickly over the gate, comes across, and guess what, folks? Whole shot.
I think I made a very good season because I didn't make mistakes, so I'm super happy about it.
Jorge Prado is the 2019 MX2 World Champion. No surprises there.
No words, no words. This year has been a great year, winning every single round, and oh man, I can't be happier. Like, I cannot describe into words what I'm feeling. Thanks to everyone is there every day with me, supporting me, and man, 2 world titles, it's incredible.
Well deserved, congratulations.
I'm so happy I got already 2 world titles that I didn't expect, but this is going to be a very big step, jumping to the main class, to the mxgp class, riding with the big boys, let's say. Next year we will be like 7 world champions riding this class, so you can imagine the level is so high, and I tried to work as hard as I can to get my dreams, and we'll see. I mean, hopefully in the future I can be one of those stars.
Among the champions awaiting Prado in the Premier class is Team Honda's newly crowned 2019 MXGP World Champion, Tim Gajser. With Antonio Cairoli injured on the sidelines, Gajser was able to clinch his 2nd Premier Class championship at round 15 in Imola, Italy.
They have painted the sky yellow here in Italy. And Tim Gajser, HRC, are world champions in 2019. A difficult year last year, and he has bounced back. The effort, the blood, the sweat, the tears, he's had all of them. Emotional scenes here for Gajser.
We are all just humans. We are not robots. So we have also emotions, and motocross is everything what I know. You have a nice times, and then from nowhere it comes bad times where you are struggling, searching. On the end, it learns me that you just have to go forward. It's like a weather. After every sun comes rain, and after every rain came sun. It can be like storms, really tough time, but on the end it's gonna come sun, you know?
For the upcoming 2020 Motocross World Championships, the Red Bull KTM factory race team will send out arguably the most formidable roster in history. In the MXGP class, they will have 2-time world champion Jorge Prado, 4-time world champion Jeffrey Herlings, and 9-time world champion Antonio Cairoli.
If you ask me, when Tony was 28, 29, you started to look, now it's really time to get a guy like Jeffrey Herlings right. In that age, I mean, we are not talking about a grandfather, but in motocross, after 30, I think it gets more difficult. I always said, Tony, I don't want you to sign a contract anymore. If you wake up in the morning and you are sure you're not winning the race anymore, please do me a big favor and don't drop through the field, just, you know, to earn a little bit more money and go on again. So we have this strong commitment already since a couple of years, because you always think, this should be almost the last contract now for you, boy. But yeah, this went on and on and on, and every time when I was there in February to take our famous pizza to sign a new contract, he's looking in my eyes and he says, Pete, I'm not ready to give up, and I want to win, and I want to win another title. And you could see it, that the fire is there.
When Herlings returned from his 2nd foot injury, he won 2 out of the last 3 Grand Prix of the season, reminding the industry that when Jeffrey is healthy, he can be the most dominant rider on the planet.
Herlings gets alongside, and he's going to get the line here at the end of the straight, and he'll hit the brakes. Jeffrey Herlings times it to perfection. Herlings goes 1-1 here in MXGP.
To take that win again was a big release, and even at the swipe off some tears of my face, because it was just emotional for all the surgeries I've had and the material being in my foot and the rehab, all these hours, and it was a nice way to at least win again.
Jeffrey, yeah, we know if he would have been there, would have been a different story, because since he come back, his podium, he's winning, you know, and other people are struggling. So we know what's going on. So, I mean, we're prepared. We win titles after title, and it's a good thing to do, but I don't take it for granted, never. We will be ready for next year, and we will work hard and prove everybody that we're still capable of winning.